Well, to break all this down further, we're joined by Matthew Maley. He's a chief market strategist at Miller Tabak Co. Matt, thanks. Good to see you again. A lot to dig into in Tesla. I want to get right to it. Reaction to this hefty pay package. How central do you believe that is going to be to debate investor sentiment, company direction, and just think about where Musk was 1 year ago, detached from his company to a large degree, his focus on Donald Trump and not on his global countries. But man, has so much changed.
It's really amazing, Sean. And just let's be clear. I'm not greedy. I'd take half that much to take over his job if he'd like to do it for me. But in all seriousness, though, the situation was. I mean, he kind of had the company over a hot kettle there, because there are a lot of people on Wall Street who say that the Musk premium for the stock is about 60%. And it's hard to argue with that. And so, it wasn't that long ago, maybe, 3 or 4 or 5 years ago, people were saying, I'm sorry, that Tesla's a tech company. It's really a technology company, not a car company. It's like, well, how much technology can go into a car? Well, now we know with robotics and these robo-taxis and with XAI, et cetera. This is the type of situation where it is going to be a technology company, and if he can reach these goals, he's going to be, I guess, somewhat worth it, I guess.
Yeah, and let's pick up more on that, because let's talk about some of the updates or maybe strategic shifts that we're seeing, given new ideas for new Tesla models, AI integration, energy projects. And I've heard some people say, look, it's going to be well over a decade before they get the autonomous cab system up and running. Do you believe it's going to be that long?
I worry that it is going to take a long time, because, I mean, they do have a way of promising certain things and then pushing them off. I mean, we're going to get an update very soon, because they've been saying that the robo-taxis in Austin will no longer need drivers to go along with it. That's just 2 months away. Are they going to reach that? That's going to be go a long way to telling us if they're going to reach their $1 million robo-taxi goal by the end of next year. And even this whole thing with the robotics. I mean, people are saying this is going to be at least 3 to 5 years, if not longer, for it really to make any money. So again, his contract is 10 years long. It looks like he's going to need all of that if he's going to make this $1 trillion that everybody's talking about.
And let's put things in perspective. It was the first electric vehicle maker to actually make money, and one of only, I think, a couple now globally making money. But how is Tesla going to position itself for this next phase? Because, look, it's slowing down. EV demand is slowing down globally, and the competition is out there. China just has amazing electric vehicles for quite significantly less money than you're going to shell out for a Tesla.
Sean, there's no question, because there's a lot of talk about, can they get the lower priced vehicle out there sooner rather than later, and that'll help their sales, their vehicle sales. And again, he has a huge vehicle production goal to reach. But again, if this is really going to come down these other areas, if you're going to pay this kind of premium for what the stock is for what their cash flows are generating right now, and it's really going to have to come through the robotics area and these robo-taxis and such. And it's just a situation where people are really betting on hope right now. They've been doing it for a long time. It's worked out okay, but at some point we're going to have to see some real, a lot more than just the hope of several years down the road for people to really take advantage of it. And it all comes down to this whole AI phenomenon as well. People are paying a big premium. If we don't get the ROI, the return on investment, at some point soon, it's going to create some problems.
And Matthew, let's put things in perspective too, because those people at today's shareholder meeting, they were cheering because Musk is lining their pockets, and that's what this is going to come down to. So how might today's outcome influence Tesla stock performance and the long-term market strategy? Because these people want to get richer.
Yeah, there's no question. I mean, the one thing too is the stock, of course, it's doubled since April. And the last I saw before I came on here, it was only up slightly. I mean, a quarter of a percentage point, really not much at all. And people might be disappointed by that, thinking, hey, this was good news. Why isn't the stock up a lot more? But again, it's doubled in 6 months. It's up a lot recently. It is, getting overbought on a technical basis. There was a lot of this, buy the rumor that he's going to, and sell the news. So, and we've seen a lot of that in some of the technology stocks this week. Advanced Micro Devices, Palantir, Qualcomm have all sold off after getting good news. So, I mean, don't be too concerned about its near-term action. They're really going to see how it reacts in the coming weeks and months. And again, I think the situation in Austin at the end of the year is going to be very telling.